Hi guys, welcome back to Between Belts here on Cheddar. Our next guest is in the business of flipping bars, and he brings cameras along for his journey. He's the host and executive producer of Spike's #1 series, Bar Rescue. Everybody please welcome Jon Taffer to the show. Jon, such a pleasure to talk to you.
Great to be here. I'm just remarking about what an amazing spot.
Wow,
Thank
you so much. And
thank you for bringing color too.
Yes,
we're all
need
very
this.
colorful today.
Well, look, you guys are with me here too.
Yeah,
Got a
we're on
nice
the same
little
page.
palette going here.
So the show has been on for a few years. We've been waiting with bated breath for the next season, season 5 of Bar Rescue. So what new changes, surprises, challenges, all that stuff can we look forward to in this next season?
You know what's interesting? I've shot 147 of them, which is getting to a record now. Right? And when you cross 100 in that type of a show, that's a lot of episodes.
Shows.
People now have seen the show, so they're much tougher when I get there. So the challenge is now, I mean, this season, people are in a debt of $500,000 living in their parents' basement. We've had depths of failure in situations that was incredible, because when we started the show, a couple hundred bars would apply.
Right.
Now thousands
Right,
apply.
everybody wants to be on it.
It's shocking. You don't know how these people survive in some cases. I mean, what did they do before I got here? How did they eat? You know, how did they pay their mortgage? So it's a real challenge.
But does that make your job more difficult then?
Completely. Because, you know, I can fix the walls, put in wallpaper, you know, but if I don't fix them, then it's a disaster, because every failing business is a failing owner, right?
Yes. So you've rescued over 120 bars at this point.
Yeah.
What is the biggest pitfall, you know, when people want to start a restaurant or a bar? Like, why is it so hard of a business?
It's because it's a lot of expenses, and people think, well, it costs $1 to put it in a cup. I'm selling it for $6. How can you lose money?
Profits, yeah.
So you open a bar, but hold on. The labor is 30% of every dollar you take in. The drink is about 21 cents of every dollar you take in. You have the insurance, the electricity. By the time you're done, you only profit about 10%. So if you screw anything up, that 10% is gone really quick.
Right, exactly.
So what happens is people run out of money. And the sad thing is, if you opened a bar, by the 3rd month or so, you might be figuring it out and starting to make money, but then you run out of money. So very often a bar could have made it, but they ran out of money before they had a chance to, and that's sad.
So the first episode of this season, you're actually helping out a firefighter. He's basically spent his entire life helping others. So why is his particular business struggling?
Well, you know, it's an interesting story. So this fireman bought this bar, and his wife was running it for them. His wife comes down with Huntington's disease. So now she physically can't do it anymore. And at the same time, he has to be her caretaker.
So he's very busy.
And be a fireman.
Right.
So as a result of this family crisis, the business falls apart. Now they're in debt, and she's sick, and he's a caretaker, and there's a child involved. So they're in a spiral.
Oh gosh, it just keeps getting worse.
It does. So I have to create a profitable bar for them to get them out of debt so they can take care of their family crisis. So it's a deep story. So it's really not as much about a bar as about them. But if I don't turn this bar around and their cash flow, he can't take care of his wife properly. And the entire thing unravels. So when I show up for these bar rescues, it's a deep commitment. These people are in trouble. They're counting on me. This is their last chance, and that's why I take it so seriously. So what I have to do is put a structure in place where this bar will now run itself without him and be profitable, so he can take care of his wife and his family. And you know, that's the challenge. So it's interesting, when I show up, people think I'm there to rescue a bar, but there's a family there that's going down in tubes, that's counting on me.
Yeah, the stakes are high.
That's a lot of pressure on you, by the way, to do all that.
That's why I get so angry and frustrated.
I don't blame you.
I love when you yell at everyone.
But I'm there for 4 days. You know, I have to accomplish something. And if I'm going to push you, beat you up, but in the end, you're going to hug me for it.
Right.
Okay, so I have a couple more lighter questions for you, Jon. So if we walk into a bar, are there any dead giveaways that this bar is in trouble, or is it all underneath?
Lighting, decor.
Is it stuff that's hidden and it's more of, you know, it's a deeper rooted issue, or is there any dead giveaways if we walk into a bar here in New York that something's off?
Well, there's 3 things or so that I would focus on, and you can find them all in the first 2 steps.
First 2 steps, okay,
First 2
great.
steps. Smell.
Smell.
Going to tell you a lot, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
That musty smell is going to tell you that it's dirty and moldy.
Right.
That beer, yeast kind of smell is going to tell you that it's dirty behind the bar, etc. And if you have that citrusy kind of smell,
just
that
clean.
there's stale fruit and stuff everywhere, that means that they're not cleaning the citrus juices off the bar and the cutting boards and stuff. So smell is a biggie.
Okay.
Next, I look at you guys. Now, you're not going to walk into a bar that's heavy country music.
No.
Because I'm guessing you don't own any cowboy boots.
No,
He-
no.
Okay.
I would actually think you might own chaps, though.
All right, probably have them somewhere, but yes. Yes, I wore those last weekend.
Music doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad bar, but it means it's the wrong bar. So how does it sound?
Right,
Does it
good
fit your
point.
personality? Is
Okay.
it right for you in the way it looks? Then third, where do your eyes land? And this is psychology, because your eyes are going to typically land in the brightest spot in the room. So when your eyes land, if it's a mess, wherever that is, then understand the back is a mess, the food
Right.
is a mess.
Right,
They
exactly.
probably haven't washed their hands, they probably haven't this. So look, disorganization in the front means serious disorganization in the back.
Okay, so you've seen some crazy things. Bugs in alcohol, a bedroom that's a freezer. What is like the top craziest things you've seen after doing this for now 5 seasons?
Well, the craziest probably happened to my wife. We did one bar called Headhunters, and I had to shut down production for 2 days because we had a class 5 cockroach infestation. This was so disgusting, it was incredible. So I go to do recon with my wife who's wearing open-toe shoes, and the bugs start crawling across her feet.
Oh my God.
So she looks at me, curses me out, runs out of the bar. We shut it down and then had to fumigate the thing for 2 days before we could go back into production. And that's just not that unusual for bar
Oh, God,
rescue.
Jared freaked out for all of that. Okay, we only have just a little bit of time left, but I really want to hit on this. You're taking your legendary advice on tour, which is really exciting. You're doing a 27-city rescue tour. Give our viewers some insight into that. Where are you going? Are you basically just feeding any advice from people that they have questions and just fielding as much
Yes.
questions as you can across the country?
Yes, yes, and yes. My passion is helping young people start businesses and make money in businesses. You know, and a guy like you could invest money in a business, and again, we talk about that time length of running out of money. I want to make sure you're successful.
Right.
I want to light up Main Street again when you go across America. So this is 3.5 hours, really intense in 27 different cities, how to make money, how to protect your revenues, how to increase sales, how to protect your profits. I'm giving them my heart and soul, and this is a real passion for me. When I'm finished, I would have been able to work with almost 11,000 people in these 27 cities.
Wow.
And if I can impact those 11,000 people's lives and get them into business,
Yeah.
creating jobs, we're helping a whole generation, it's important work. So
Yes.
I'm really committed to this. So anybody listening who wants to start a business, you should really come to this.
No,
It's really
I
awesome.
totally agree with them. We're so excited about the new season 5 of Bar Rescue. It premieres on July 2nd on Spike. Jon Taffer, thank you so much for joining us. Such a
Great to be
pleasure.
with you both.
All right, coming up, guys, on Between Bells, a lot more stuff we got coming up. Stick with us.